parent, how safe is your child online? This is part B of part A, whose link is in the description box. Make sure you watch that to see where we are at. Children nowadays have access to internet and they do a lot of stuff online. And you could be there and your child already is going through some form of sexual exploitation online. How will you know if your child is being exploited online? One, you observe they have lost trust. Somehow they don't share. If they were a child that was sharing, they show some signs of withdrawal. They like to keep to themselves, especially if they are on with the gadgets, yeah, computer or phone. They want to keep some privacy. You might want to insist. Don't say, "Hey, my girl has grown" and stuff like that. Don't say, "My clothes has some milk here and there." I am a mother of two toddlers and babies, so once in a while we get this around. They are withdrawing. They don't want to. Don't say my child needs their privacy. If they're under 18 years of age, get into their privacy. In a safe, let them know you are not interfering. You are not interfering. Please, parents, you are not interfering. You are just checking to ensure that everything is okay. If anything, if they have nothing to hide, they shouldn't be feeling awkward or denying you the access. So your child withdraws and your child shows some mistrust. They don't want to share a lot. They don't want to tell a lot of stories with you anymore. Just peep once in a while through their gadget to see what they are doing. Yeah, it's better to be safe than not. You better see it. Your child complains you're interfering with their privacy and then you find nothing. Then your child complains of you're interfering with their privacy, you don't check, and then kumbe they were being harassed by some stranger kilometers away in another continent, probably online. And they will say you were not there, mommy was busy or daddy was busy, things like that. So get into their space. That way you could know your child is being molested or sexually affected online is crippling anxiety. How will you read your child is anxious? Do you know how to catch a thief? How does Super Mama know how to catch a thief? Oh my god. The way you meet someone and they're doing something wrong, even you, if you are hiding some money from your partner, I know you know how to read guilt. I know you know how to read guilt. What? Don't ignore any sign of guilt from your child. Be friendly, by the way. It could be that they ate some sugar. Johnny eating sugar. That no, I'm not talking about that kind of guilt. The guilt that they are hiding something. It could just be your child is from meeting someone started friendship online. They have gone to meet them. Day one, this guy gave them money. Your child has money suddenly, and you're saying, "Hey, my child sells kangumu in school, or my child sells art and craft." Where? Parent, find out that kangumu if it's for real. Find out if they're really selling what they're telling you they're selling. Find out your child has money suddenly. Please find out. It has become a dangerous world, though. It has become a dangerous world. Effects of not finding out. What would you rather have? Finding out and disagreeing with your child for a moment because they will come back. Your child will come back as long as they're still depending on you, they will come back. What is better? Disagreeing with your child for a while or finding your suicidal child, your child has committed suicide or something like that? Or your child is just behaving weird nowadays. They want to die. Your child is talking about suicidal things every now and then. Then you think it's all because they don't have this, they don't have that. If your child is behaving in a funny manner, please find out. If possible, ask someone to talk to them just to find out. I, for one, if you can access me, I know how to read people, especially children. Ha! I know. I can help read the child for you. Anyway, I was saying your child could be suicidal or they could get into some depression which they will never recover from. Or maybe social separation. They don't have friends and people, they are just by themselves, and you think that is normal. Which one is better? Disagreeing with your child a little, or finding them in some sort of depression or social separation or dead? Okay. So, how would you prevent online sexual molestation? How to prevent online sexual molestation for children? You first, I was saying in the previous video, please make sure you watch that video to know where we are at. One, encourage your child not to share personal information to a stranger online. Nah. Even their relative. Why online? Let your relative come and ask your child in your presence what they want to ask. Why online? Why online anyway? Why online? If an uncle or auntie somewhere wants to find something from your child, why can't they ask you? Why wouldn't they ask you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Or at least ask the child and call you to tell you, I've just found this from your daughter, from your son. Maybe. Yeah? Encourage them not to share personal information. Encourage them not to meet adults. They meet an adult. They met an adult online. So this adult proposes a physical meeting, even is willing to send money for the physical meeting. Encourage them not to do so. Encourage them to tell you about it before. Okay, let them tell you about it. Of course, that goes again online. Don't share. Encourage them not to share passwords online. Encourage them not to think twice before clicking send or clicking enter or clicking go or something like that on their phone or computer. Just tell your child these are some of the things you don't want to share. Don't share your personal photos or nudes, for example. It could get to the stage where your child is being asked to send nudes, or your child just saw something funny. Someone video called and your child received and they saw a penis, for example. Tell your child they don't need. Talk to your child, by the way. You are your first child savior. Oh. Tell your child about these things. Online could be dangerous. Someone could just call you, and maybe this talk is the one that will let your child start telling you things. So talk to your child about it. If you are afraid and you know me, holla at me. I'm gonna talk to your child fire. Tell your child to think twice before they click send. Let them not send something they will not like. They will feel embarrassed when the parent or the teacher or other friends know. And other friends, it could be the whole group of friends that agreed, we're gonna call this guy. Or hey, I found someone liked my photo. Someone did this. Oh, my friend from whatever called from Kuwait or something like. People from Kuwait, much respect. I know you're very respectful people. You're very honorable people. It just came from my mouth. I'm sorry. It's the time to drink water. Finally, for safety, it's better to accept friends with people you know. Okay? Tell them, don't accept friendship with people you don't know online. Don't meet strangers offline. If you met someone online, let them not convince you to meet them offline. That's it. And in this country, I think there's an organization which has a toll free number. 116 is a toll free line you can call in case you think your child is being molested online and you don't know what to do. 116, you call that number, or 07211116. I'll put it in the description links if I get the number correct. But in case you want some help, please call 116. They didn't sponsor this video. I'm just thinking, as a parent, now that I'm doing parenting stuff, it's good to talk about sexual online safety or sexual exploitation for our children. It's happening. It's real. Don't ignore. Talk to your child to know. But you could see if your child is being extra anxious and careful. Just find out what it is that is causing them that anxiety. Encourage, talk to your child, have talks with them, tell them, just peep through their gadgets and see what they're doing and stuff like that. Just in case your child is already in it. I'm sorry, mama, do not panic. You are the mother. Don't panic. You will come through. Cry if you want to cry. Don't feel sorry. You didn't do any mistake. Okay, you didn't do any mistake. But maybe it's a wake-up call for you to be a little extra careful. You will not die in that situation. You will come through. You will come through. So that's it. Bye. Please make sure you watch both videos to know where we are at. Bye. See you in the next one. Consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Bye.